Hello, I'm Rod Pinkston and welcome to another episode of JAGER PRO. How do we determine bait sites or trap sites, the type of bait we use, or even type of feeder? I'll cover these topics on today's basic training segment. I'll also remove another sounder from this property using the most efficient process and products while teaching the art and science of integrated wild pig control. Integrated wild pig control is a strategic approach using a series of innovative control methods and technologies implemented in a specific sequence based on seasonal food sources. Emphasis is placed on efficient removal of entire sounders at one time to eliminate escapes, method education, and future reproduction. Control strategies must continually change throughout the various seasons to effectively target adaptive survivors. Winter is the best time to condition pigs to trust a daily supplemental food source. It is the coldest time of year, fall mash crops have been eaten, and no other agricultural row crops are planted. The goal is to position a spin cast feeder between their bedding area and current winter food source. Remember, the bait site will eventually become the trap site, and performing this task correctly will increase trapping efficiency. Pre-baiting is the process of providing daily supplemental feed until pigs are conditioned to trust the bait site as a daily food source. The two most common delivery methods are either a spin cast feeder with digital timer or hand baiting with a bucket. Hand baiting requires daily fuel, time, and labor costs. Seldom is hand baiting performed at regular intervals. Shelled corn is our bait of choice unless the sounder is already feeding on something else, such as deer protein pellets or peanuts. The following photos demonstrate 9 consecutive mornings of a feeder dispensing corn at 7 a.m. Notice timestamps of pigs feeding are within minutes of spin times. Pigs will become conditioned to the bait site if food is provided daily at the same time. Give them a consistent pattern to follow. I purposely offset the camera to observe pigs feeding outside the perimeter of our 35-foot diameter M.I.N.E trapping system. Therefore, our preferred feeder is a UV-resistant 30-gallon plastic hopper with a dinner bell. The feeder is light, durable, and portable, yet holds 180 pounds of corn, which is enough to throw 6 pounds daily for 30 days. Our proprietary metal dinner bell serves 2 purposes. First, the device produces a loud metallic ring when the motor spin plate slings corn against it. Pigs are the 4th most intelligent animal on the planet, and they quickly learn to associate this distinctive sound with food. Second, the cone shape ensures all bait stays inside the trap enclosure within a 15-foot diameter circle. There are 3 reasons we elevate our 30-gallon feeder control box at least 6 feet off the ground. First, it prevents feral pigs from reaching the feeder kit and damaging components. Second, the height allows photos and videos of pigs feeding without obstructing our vision outside the M.I.N.E gate. Lastly, the height allows comfortable access to the digital timer controls and feeder kit without bending over. Set the digital timer to dispense bait at dusk to help prevent bait loss to non-target species such as birds, squirrels, and deer. During winter months, most pigs learn to stay bedded in thick cover during the day to avoid increased pressure during deer season. Supplement each new bait site with a gallon of soured corn the first day only. The foul aroma helps pigs immediately find the new location if a suitable bait site has been selected. We strategically erect feeders based on our reconnaissance, at least 300 to 500 acres apart, to target multiple home ranges. In conclusion, an 8-foot tall automatic feeder with digital timer is our performance standard. We want technology to perform the task of conditioning pigs to feed at an exact time by releasing the same bait quantity in multiple locations every single day without wasting fuel, time, labor, or money. It is the most cost-effective process and most efficient product available to condition pigs to trust a daily food source. This week's mission will focus on removing a sounder from the northern neighbor's property. The neighbor provided us photo intel of at least 6 black pigs on 31 January. The overnight photo barely detects 7 sets of eyes in the background as the camera is not centered on the feeder. I arrived to the property at 15:10 on February 1st to perform a recon and gather intel. I came across this old trap during my recon and asked the landowner how many pigs it had captured. His answer was 0, and I'll explain why the trap gate and panels are ineffective designs during future basic training segments. I quickly hung an ice cam and video camera on T-post mounts with backup batteries to gather intel during the next few days. Always receive a photo to verify cameras are centered on the feeder prior to leaving. The sounder first arrives at 2046, and 3 things immediately stand out. First, there are 8 pigs on site, not 6 or 7. Second, they are very spooky around the feeder. There is a good chance the previous 3 months of hunting season created this behavior. Third, the feeder is throwing corn outside the 35-foot diameter of where the trap will be erected. It takes 30 minutes for 7 of them to calm down under the feeder. There is still one cautious gilt in the background. Something in the food plot spooks them at 21:53, and they quickly depart. All 8 return at 2:46 and seem comfortable under the tripod legs. They fed for an hour and cleaned up all the corn. These 2 boars play fighting in the camera frame is a positive sign they are conditioning to the feeder. To view the entire 30-minute episode, please tune in to RFD-TV. Our weekly show airs Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Central, Channel 231 on Dish Network, and Channel 345 on DirecTV. Check with your local cable provider for the RFD-TV channel.